be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. John Collins out there with Thompson. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Jalen Duren. Pass to Miller. Thompson against Maxey. And here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
Now here's Duren. With the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Detroit shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Number 23 at the line for 2.
And he drops it first. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And just about a minute into this first quarter.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
And the basket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Miller. The 3, James drops in the 3.
From the corner, LeBron's so versatile offensively.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Good work there as it goes. He's got 6.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Porter. The 3 is up. Not going to go that time. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Down low. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Using his size inside. Collins refusing to settle for the layup and elects the dunk instead.
James finds Miller. Back to James. It's good on the putback. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Duren with a screen on Maxey. Into the lane. Back to Joe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Edgecombe. There's Neesmith with the 3. First shot won't go. Outside Robinson. Now here's Duren. The D's right on him. And Wagner comes to help. To the left wing. Holland for 3. The rebound by Neesmith. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Duren. Here's Robinson. Back to Duren. And he buries his first look.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
And here's Neesmith. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks Hits the tray. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
For 3, Robinson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sixers ahead, leading by just 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. We've got Holland. Duncan Robinson is out there with Gary Harris. Then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Reed in at the 5.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Holland after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Huerter can't hit.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Maxey. Wagner with a screen. And Maxey, here we go. Now Miller. Over Huerter. Miller can't get it to go.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Outside Huerter. 3-pointer. And again, no good by Detroit. Philadelphia leading by 4. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And some changes here for the 76ers. Julius Randle's checked in for Wagner. LeBron comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Allen in for Miller. Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Duren. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. And again, the Pistons missing. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. To the middle. Here's Randle. James passes to Allen. Back to James. 4 on the clock. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Thompson passes to Joe. Now here's Duran. Detroit moving the ball around. To get back on track, and that one's long. The Sixers lead by 9. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. James can't get it to go. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. He's off on that one. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's James. Oh, 2 vicious points from the King.
They're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Thompson. There's the 3. Rebounded by LeBron.
He remains scoreless on the quarter, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Randall on the screen. And that one's good. James has got 6 in the quarter. And so it's Philadelphia in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're venturing up that shot. You were so close. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You know, for Philadelphia, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Let's go back now and talk about the first half. LeBron James has been asserting himself in a big way.
We've seen this movie before, LeBron dictating the pace of the game, and when his shot is falling, there is nothing you can do defensively.
Yeah, and if you try to double him, he finds the open man as fast as anyone.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. LeBron James out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Miller in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Duran. Inside. And the dunk by Duran.
Well, that is a solid screen by Duran. And then the big man rolls right into scoring position.
Randall outside. Back to James. Here's Miller. Let's go with a 3. Fires in the triple. Miller's got 8.
That's how they like to see him operate. big part of their attack.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's the three. Rebound by the 76ers.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the paint. Randall. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Duren. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Wagner's checked in for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Tyrese Maxey. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Detroit, second.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
So it's Detroit now, following the score by Philadelphia. They need this. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Pass to Porter. Randall outside. Excellent D there from Collins.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Guys, back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Edgecombe. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Hits the three-pointer. And that's now 11 points for Brandon Miller.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For the Pistons, Holland comes in for Duren, and it's Robinson in for Thompson.
All right, everybody, now coming on the court, your Sixers ENT. Let me hear you. Fans, are you hyped? I know you are. How about a big hand?
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Robinson passes to Collins. To in the cold spell, and he lays it in. Collins has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Gritty bucket in close. Collins finding an opening.
Pass to Edgecombe. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Pistons making a change here. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Right side, Robinson. Count it.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Pass to Edgecombe. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
Pistons trail by 21. Robinson passes to Duren. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Duren's got 4 points in the quarter.
putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
And so it's Philadelphia up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Duran out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Herter. And it's Holland in at the 3. Here's Robinson. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Earlier they held a 23-point lead.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Maxey against Robinson. Maxey passes to Barlow. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, smart play there by Maxey. Opening things up for someone with the pick and roll.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Both teams will make substitutions.
Philadelphia 76ers EMT.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Detroit.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
James outside. Driving to the basket. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow. Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now, here is James. To the inside. And it's James with the jam.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Outside Joe. A minute 50 left in the final quarter. Duran, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Outside Maxey. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Shooting for Detroit, Duran. At the line for one.
One shot.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duran is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, Everything was absolutely on point.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for LeBron James.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Thompson.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Oh, it doesn't go! So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, LeBron James.